From who?
From everybody around the world. It was the funniest bit that they've ever seen on TV.
Oh,
Everybody
really?
kept saying
Nice.
it because it was great.
Let me ask you about these WNBA players, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, who many are saying are the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of the WNBA. Do you like that when you hear that?
I like it, and they are.
Were you treated as roughly as they have been treated when you were a rookie?
Of course.
You were?
Of course.
Just cheap shots?
Yes, veterans are going to test you, right? And if they feel that you've gotten more money or more publicity, you know, they're upset about that. So when I came my first training camp, first day of practice, Ron Boone, I was looking up to get the rebound.
I was watching Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. So I've compared her to Michael Jordan, not stylistically, obviously, but in merchandise sales, kind of a dynastic TV rating changer. And in year one, you just were like, wow, nobody plays like that. And then in year two, Michael Jordan got hurt. And then in year two for Caitlin Clark, she's getting banged up and hurt. Why did MJ always get hurt early? Because they were tackling him. Nobody knew how to stop him. And the WNBA officiating is just changed. The last night she gets hurt again and she's in a shooting slump, and I think a lot of it is she's banged up. She's still scoring and still a team leader and assists. The officials are just letting a lot of stuff go that almost feels inappropriate. She is really kind of giving you a glimpse in real time of how the league needs to improve, and I think the officiating is the next step.
The basketball world is on fire again, and this time, Michael Jordan himself has stepped into the chaos. After weeks of drama, fiery interviews, and non-stop criticism surrounding Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, his airness has finally spoken. And trust me, what Jordan just said has left the entire league stunned. Ever since Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, her presence has shaken the very foundation of the league. From record-breaking viewership to massive sponsorships, she's changed women's basketball overnight. But not everyone's been thrilled. Many WNBA players have openly criticized her fame, her attention, and even her privilege. And it's led to one of the most toxic debates in sports right now. Fans have been begging for a legend, someone with authority to weigh in. And finally, that voice has arrived. Michael Jordan. According to insiders close to Jordan Brand, MJ privately expressed his frustration with how the WNBA has been treating Caitlin Clark. He reportedly said, "When someone's changing the game, you don't tear them down, you elevate them." Those words hit hard, because coming from Michael Jordan, the man who defined basketball greatness, it's more than an opinion. It's a statement of legacy. Sources claim Jordan sees a reflection of himself in Caitlin Clark, the competitiveness, the focus, the obsession with winning. He understands the hate, the pressure, and the isolation that comes with success. And now, he's calling out the league for failing to protect and promote the very player who's saving their future. The WNBA community was not ready for Jordan's remarks. Several players reportedly feel disrespected, arguing that MJ doesn't understand the internal dynamics of the league. But fans? They're rallying behind him. Social media exploded with support for Jordan, praising him for saying what everyone else was too afraid to say, that Caitlin Clark isn't the problem. She's the solution. Jordan's message is simple. Stop the jealousy. Stop the bitterness, and build around her greatness. When reporters asked Caitlin about Jordan's comments, she smiled humbly and said, "I've looked up to him my whole life. Hearing that from someone like MJ means everything." It was a short, classy reply, but it spoke volumes. You could tell she was moved, because when the greatest player of all time acknowledges your fight, that's not just validation. That's history in motion. Jordan's statement has now reignited a conversation far beyond basketball. It's about leadership, respect, and the future of women's sports. And whether people like it or not, Caitlin Clark has become the face of that change. As Jordan himself said years ago, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. The question now is, will the WNBA learn that lesson before it's too late? Michael Jordan's words have sent shockwaves through the sports world. And if the WNBA listens, it could mark the beginning of a new era. But if they don't, Caitlin Clark might just take her talents somewhere else, and the league will only have itself to blame. This story is far from over.